Well, hey there, guys. This is RHR Griffs, the guitar channel for the self-taught. Today is July 3rd. Today is July 3rd, at least that's the plan on when we're going to release this video. It's actually the middle of May when we're shooting this, but we're hopefully going to release this on July 3rd. This is going to be one of our last unboxing installments, I think, for a while. I think, you never know. Tomorrow is our 3rd anniversary, and that would be July 4th. Yay! Happy birthday, America! Let's hope we're all coming through this insane COVID-19 thing by now. Good Lord, somebody help us. Alright guys, let's unpackage this guitar and see what mystery lies within. Alright guys, let's open this up. Now, in the interest of complete honesty, I have already opened this box. I'm doing this for kind of dramatic purposes for the viewer. But there's kind of a little bit of a story behind this thing. It was like 3 days, going on 4 days late through UPS. It was the weirdest thing. It had been here in town all week, but it took them until the very end of Friday night at about almost 9 o'clock p.m. and somebody taps on our door and it's UPS. I called them and kind of raised a stink with them a bit. It's like, what's going on? Where's the package? It's supposed to be out for delivery 3 days ago. Where is it? And they didn't really have any decent answer to give me. They just kind of gave me the runaround. By the way, I got this off of Reverb. Good deal. But there are some peculiar things about the guitar, and I'm going to show them to you. But first, let's see what it is. See that? I even put tape back on it. Okay, there we go. It actually is a Gibson. Now, I have heard people on YouTube talking about these cases that they don't like them. I really don't get it. I don't understand what the issue is with these cases. These are great. The old plastic ones, like the chainsaw cases, I had one of those with one of my Les Pauls, and I really didn't care for it. It was plastic and kind of cheap and chintzy. I just didn't like it. I like these cases. All right, let's unveil what we've got in here, guys. Haven't taken the plastic off yet. And for the big reveal, ready? That's right. It's the 2020 Gibson SG Modern with the blueberry fade top. Now, this one doesn't fade all that much, does it? But, you know, it's pretty interesting. Now, here's a couple things, guys. The strap button is here. It's supposed to be right here. That's kind of peculiar. Why did they do that? Now, here's another thing. Here's something that's kind of interesting, guys, if you look. These are Grover tuners, but they're not locking tuners. The SG Modern is supposed to come with locking tuners, but this one doesn't. Now, this thing was supposedly used for photographic sessions, and then it was sold, but it couldn't be sold as brand new, so I got a really, really good price on it. But there are just a couple of those peculiarities about it. Now, I mentioned that to the seller, and they're looking into it, so it's kind of different, but everything is great on it. It has a beautiful ebony fretboard. It's not a fake. I researched and researched. It's the real Gibson logo. Beautiful ebony fretboard. Again, I checked the inlays very, very closely to find any flaws in it. There aren't any. I also checked the binding, looking for flaws. There aren't any. It's the real deal. It's the real McCoy. It's just that I think that maybe the guy that put this thing together might have been new or maybe really old. And I thought it was just a standard SG, where to put the strap button and what kind of tuners to put on it. Now, they say that the locking tuners make this thing really, really neck dive, worse than a regular SG, which is why they put the strap button on the back, of course, up here to try to counter that. But also, from what I understand, those locking tuners are really heavy, and they make it neck dive, again, really badly. So these tuners are much lighter, even though they're not locking, and they're actual Grover tuners. So we'll see about that. Alright guys, she's a beauty, isn't she? And again, this is kind of our celebration for our 3rd anniversary here on YouTube of the channel. You know, the first year really kind of doesn't count. It was just more of an experiment than anything. But then we started growing and we started taking things a little more seriously. And, you know, we're enjoying what we're doing here, and we'll keep doing it as long as we enjoy it. So, all right, guys, well, let's give her a listen, see how she sounds. Well, hey, guys, we're back, and we've got this baby all set up and ready to go. I actually set up this guitar for the first time ever. Go figure. I was, you know, out of 40-some, you know, nearly 50 years of playing, I set my first guitar up. What do you know? Crazy. And boy, did it set up nicely. I've got the action so low on this, it's insane. And a thing that I noticed about intonating this is you have to have the action up to at least a certain height in order to intonate the thing. But this neck is so perfect that I didn't get any fret buzz almost. No matter how low I went, I almost didn't get any fret buzz. What did start to happen is the string started sticking to the pickup because the magnet's in there. So I also lowered the pickup, and you can see the intonation. This bridge, the E saddle, is all the way back to get it to intonate. So that tells you how low the action is, and it's just plays and sounds fantastic. Just wait. Now, a couple things here. We contacted the original seller of this, and he sent us a little website, and we also did some more research. Gibson is now, I don't know if it's suddenly now or what the deal is, but the strap button, which was here, they also put it here, and they also come with the non-locking tuners. These are mini Grovers, right? So one of the problems I kept seeing again and again is people talking about neck dive, right? You know, SGs are notorious for neck dive, and one of the issues with this thing was the heavy locking tuners, right? Well, let me show you something. Absolutely no neck dive, and I'm just using a strap, right? No neck dive whatsoever. Sweet. So, boy, this thing is absolutely fantastic. Let's just start listening to it. What do you say? Okay, guys, we're going through the Orange Crush 35 RT as almost always. Now this is the full humbucking bridge. Okay, now here is the P90. The tone is a little lower, but it definitely sounds like a single coil. Now, maybe I need to adjust, the pickup a little bit. Maybe just, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that. By the way, this Gibson tool is magnetic, so that's kind of cool. So I'm using that to raise and lower the pickups, and I think I need to just come up just a tad on that. Okay. Now let's see how that sounds. Should sound just a little brighter. Yep, sure enough. Treble boost on that. And we're going to cut way back on the gain. Yeah, big difference. That's a Strymon Sunset. Also, another thing, I've been messing with it too, and a couple of my other guitars lately, especially since I've been working with this recording system, is, man, you don't need to use anywhere near as much gain as you might think for your guitar, at least in recording. Now what I'm using now is the Strymon Sunset Texas Overdrive. Now listen to this. This is supposed to be like a tube screamer. that's just a Texas Overdrive. That's not high gain. That's awesome. Here's a little more. Yeah, nice. Now let's try it with some high gain. Yeah. 24 fret too, by the way, guys. Man, this thing is killer. Let's try another song with a little lesser gain on it. Let's go to the again. Let's try this. Let's try the neck pickup with lesser gain. Again, this is the Texas Overdrive. The guitar at a glance, guys. Wow, this thing is a rocker. Hey, no neck dive. How cool is that? And the P90s sound absolutely fantastic. I think that is the one thing about this guitar. We're going to talk more about this in depth. Again, this is just an unboxing and a quick little demo for you. But wow, fantastic. Love it so far. Alright guys, if you haven't noticed, we're using our new lighting. We're using our softbox lighting. Let us know what you think, how it looks, if you even noticed. This is the beginning of our 3rd year anniversary. Really, 2nd, but hey, we've been online for 3 years as far as that goes. So, and to all of our American friends and brothers and sisters out there, happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day. Rock on, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. If you're new to the channel, please check out some of our other stuff and subscribe if you like what we do. We'll see you next video.